I reminisce. Yeah.
Get your giggling self. All right, welcome to Keep It 100. Welcome to Keep It 100 Sports. This is your host, Tyreek Wilson. I'm here, Miles Bellinger and Kobe Kelly. This episode, we're going over players who we feel need a little bit more respect in the league. Underrated players, however you want to call it. And this comes directly from a quote that I've seen from Kevin Durant. He was kind of discussing James Harden's role in the league. So the quote states, anybody that can put up 29 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and not make the All-NBA team, that's like a sin to even think about. So referring to James Harden.
Okay.
I'm not a James Harden guy. I'm not. I just thought that right there, right off the rip. I'm not a James Harden guy. Kevin Durant, I know that's your boy. I ain't rocking. I know people, and then you got the people. I know he puts up good stats. He does put up good stats. Kevin Durant just listed his stats. I know he's just not a guy I would build my franchise around.
He's not a guy I would want on my team. If I had to pick,
there.
No, I'm saying if I had to pick 5 guys, I just feel like he's too selfish. He doesn't want to help anybody else. All he cares about is what James Harden does. That's all he cares about.
And then you got the people watching. But Miles, if he doesn't care about anybody else, how does he have 7 assists a game? Look.
I and this is why sometimes I feel like numbers are overrated. Because yes, he posted 7 assists, but I didn't watch him a lot this year. But the few times I watched him, he just had then again a lot of the Rockets did. It's like I don't give a you know what attitude. So I just feel like a lot of times he wanted to do what he wanted to do, and sometimes it doesn't seem like he really cared, to be honest with you. So
he's just not. Oh, Kobe, go ahead. I already spoke.
No, I understand. I mean, y'all two know. I'm more of someone. When someone plays defense, that's when I respect them the most. And does not do that.
You seen the highlight tapes of this guy just swiping and standing. The memes and the highlight tapes are just endless with him and playing defense. Like it's ridiculous. It's just like, granted, okay, he should get over some respect. Again, didn't keep track of who made it in his place, but. He should get more recognition for what he does, and I think he does get more recognition. But to make an All-NBA team, when, like you said, you're so one-sided, and then people look at it again. Hard. But Steph made it. Like, okay, this Steph. That's no, because there's people out here that Steph.
Yeah, but those are two different players. Yeah, 2 different. That's not even a conversation we'll get into right now, but. There's a big difference between having Steph Curry on your team and having James Harden on your team.
You should be able to see that. I mean, people should be able to see that. So that I just kind of started off. That's just I don't agree, Kevin Durant.
It's not the All-Star. He just wanted to.
All-NBA first team. All-NBA first team. He should be All-NBA first team.
Okay, because I don't know this. Who made the first team for the shooting guard over him?
We can check that out.
I think it was Kawhi, DeAndre, LeBron, Steph, and I'm sure I don't know the other person.
Kawhi, DeAndre, LeBron. So Kawhi?
So they put Kawhi.
No. Yeah. What's that again?
So they put Kawhi. Say that list again.
Yeah, Kawhi definitely made it.
Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, DeAndre Jordan, LeBron James, and Steph Curry.
Okay, so I see what they did. They didn't go by shooting guards. They just picked the 2 best guards. Okay, all right.
So Kevin Durant's argument is just really bogus because it's like he's getting over Russell.
The 2 guards are Westbrook and Steph Curry.
Right. So my thing is, I didn't know. So they don't go by point guard, shooting guard. They just look. We're gonna pick the 2 best guards.
Yeah.
2 best forwards and the big man. Okay. So no, Durant needs to shut up. Because, I'm sorry.
Listen,
there's no.
Am I the only one?
Who are you going to replace James Harden with out of that list?
No one. He's not. Come on. Be real. All right. I'll go into my guy. I've been watching this dude. Actually, a little backstory. I didn't really know about him. My pops hit me to him. I remember coming in to the summer league, and he's like Tyreek, this dude number 0 on the Trailblazers. I don't know who this kid is, but he's nice. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, Dad. Come back in the next day.
Wilson knows.
He did it again. I'm like, yo, who is he talking about? So that's when I got hit to Damian Lillard. So since then, I just been watching him, keeping up with his career. He doesn't get the love he deserves to get. He doesn't get it.
Robbed of All-Star games left and right. I'm sorry. I don't see how you don't put that man in there.
Yeah, and then I was doing some research. Granted, he got selected for the Olympic team, but he had to reach out to like the chairman of the.
It was almost like, hey, we're just gonna put you on there. We didn't want you, but we're just gonna put you on the roster.
And it's like, and granted, like we did our rankings, and I didn't have him. Or some people felt I should have had him, but I'm always been a Damian Lillard guy. Like he just year after year, he always gets better. His points get better. All his stats wise, he get better. He's become a
cold-blooded assassin too.
Yeah,
like,
he can get better on the defensive end. He does. He can get better on the defensive end, but you can never question like his heart and his clutchness. Like he's hitting so many game-winning shots. Like honestly, if I had to,
the one that he hit against the Rockets to advance to the next round of the playoffs, that was. Like,
well, honestly, if I had to pick a guy to take a game-winning shot, he's in my top 5. Like, cause out of the active players right now, he's in my top 5. Cause he's known to make them clutch shots.
Instinct. That's what it is. He has that
and he gets no love. He gets no love. He just always has to fight to get his name out there, and it's crazy.
But
like,
you know what? I think part of him likes that because now it's just like, look, I don't have to talk. You just see my game. Look what I'm doing. So I like how humble he is too. I like how he's not cocky.
He is.
So I respect that. It's true. He gets robbed all the time. So
yeah.
And I think after the playoffs, I think that's really gonna put him up there.
You said after this past playoff series?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people. So. Yeah, people know it's like that. It's like that weird middle ground.
Like
they know him.
Yeah, they all know who he is,
but they don't.
But he doesn't. Yeah, like he doesn't. All right, I'll say it like this, and I'm not in no disrespect. People know him, but there are like crowds where it's like if you even compare him to Kyrie, people look at you like what? Yeah. And I don't think it should be like that.
Man, it shouldn't be like that at all.
Oh, here we go. I didn't mean to do that.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Stop it. So it's like this crowds where if you name, we're not doing this episode. We're not doing. So it's like you name Kyrie and him in the same sentence. It's like people would be like, you can't put them in the same.
Yes, you can.
Like, why not? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Like, yes, you can. You can put them in the same category, saying whatever, because it's like Dame. Yeah, so
I don't know who's saying you can't. They don't know what they're talking about.
No, I'm saying there are people out. That's how Kyrie's a household name. Damian Lillard's a household name too. But it's like there's that middle ground right there where he's not that guy yet. It's to some people like so. All right, we'll go, Kobe. Who you got? Someone that needs just a little bit more respect.
My person I don't think it's a lot of respect is I think Paul Millsap. I'm a big Paul Millsap fan.
I wasn't expecting that. I
thought he does it all.
I like that choice. You surprised me.
Yeah, he does everything, man. I mean, that's something I would love to have on my team.
He killed us in the playoffs.
That was terrible
game. Like, that man hit everything.
Bro, I haven't seen no one do that to us since LeBron Game 6. I haven't seen. He was just like blacked out. You see, he was hitting threes.
He was
post
hitting
up,
everything. It didn't matter if a hand was in his face or not. Like, and ones that he was hitting, like everything he threw up, it was just going in. At one point, he just couldn't get mad no more. It's just that kind of night.
You couldn't, honestly, that's what happened. You really couldn't get mad.
Honestly, some of the stuff that he hit, all I did was laugh. Like, bro, you serious? Like, that went in?
I thought he does that. He can score a rebound. I think he defends all three positions, the 5, 4, and 3. Mm-hmm. He can stretch the floor. I mean, I'm a big Paul Millsap guy. I think he don't get enough respect.
I like that. I like that pick. I wasn't expecting you to go that route. I actually really like that pick.
Yeah, because you just gotta look at the teams he's been on. My recollection of him goes to the Jazz. And you're saying he was on the Jazz for a little while.
He did okay for the Jazz.
He did well for the Jazz. He actually did really well for the Jazz. It's just that's when his name started to get a pick up steam. Yeah. And then he went to the Hawks, and I think that transition to him going to the Hawks, they put it on him to be more
almost like someone carry a team when they need it.
like carry the team, and he's not that player. So I feel like that's why he doesn't get any love, because his career started to pick up steam a lot when he went from the Jazz to the Hawks.
Yep,
that's why he got that. So
him and Al Horford complemented each other really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so
not anymore.
Green team. Oh god. All right, Miles, who should get some more respect?
I'm gonna put your guy, Tyree. This is your guy. I'm gonna say Jordan Clarkson.
I like Jordan Clarkson, even though he's Lakers. I really don't like the Lakers.
I think for some reason he's overlooked. I think a little bit because number one, they have D'Angelo Russell on that team. So D'Angelo Russell was more known coming out of college as
better than him.
I know that. I agree with you 100%. And I just, like I said, I think he got overlooked just a little bit because when they drafted Russell, they was like, look, that's going to be our point guard going forward. He's going to be the guy once Kobe leaves. But when Russell wasn't playing that well, Clarkson stepped up. He averaged 16 points this past season. And he only averaged 4 assists, but he facilitated really well. He got his players involved. He ran the court. So I think he's a good. I don't want to say general because that's a big word, but he's a good general. No, I mean, he's a good general for the Lakers. As of right now, he's a good general for the Lakers.
I'm trying to figure out what category you can put him in. He's a good leader for that. Can you say he's a good leader for that team?
I mean, it's more of an offense. He's not afraid to shoot. That man's not afraid to shoot.
He's not afraid of the moment. He's not afraid of the moment.
But he hits it.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Listen, I like Jordan Clarkson, so I'm a fan of him. But
and at one point, I thought they were gonna say, look, Clarkson's our guy after the whole Russell situation happened, and they were planning on shipping Russell out.
That's age though. You gotta look at it management wise. D'Angelo Russell at the time of the incident, 19 years old. Jordan Clarkson, I want to say, is 22, 23. So you gotta look at it as in the time when D'Angelo Russell becomes 23, how good can he be? And in that time when D'Angelo Russell's 23, how good is going to be?
Actually, he's 24.
Okay, so he's 24. That means at that time when D'Angelo Russell becomes 24, how good is he going to be compared to how good Jordan Clarkson is now, and how good is Jordan Clarkson going to be at that point? So they looking at it as like a long term thing. So that's why they spent like I said, a top pick for D'Angelo Russell. So they got to kind of invest. Yeah, they got to invest. They got to invest.
Yeah, he is what it is.
I mean, whatever. But I mean, they invested in him. So yeah.
And with them too, I think it's a nice, exciting front court going forward. It's another thing. So
because they both can play both positions.
Yeah,
shooting guard and point guard.
The thing is, I mean, the fact that there was I guess you said a bunch of players I feel like they don't really get the respect that they probably deserve. But I mean, it has to do with what market you're in with team. I think Jeremy Lin's another player.
But it also that true. But it also
I didn't say nothing yet.
I think it also depends on what kind of mentality you have, though, too. Like you can have the greatest talent in the world. And we were talking about this like in a little meeting me and Tyreek had before you joined us, Kobe. If Durant didn't join the Warriors, I'm not even gonna say Durant doesn't get the credit he deserves because of his game. Because I think because of his mentality. He doesn't have that instinct like a Westbrook has, like LeBron has.
That's his fault. What you mean?
I'm not saying I know that it's his fault he went to the Warriors, but I'm saying before he went to the Warriors,
it's his fault he doesn't have that mentality.
He didn't get. I don't think he didn't get the respect that he deserved when he was on the Thunder.
When you're someone of Durant's caliber and you don't do the things you're expected to do, you're not going to get love the way you want to get love.
And that's a big reason.
He gets enough love for what he's done so far. But at the same time, if you have expectations and you don't meet those, you're not going to get the love that your talent requires because you haven't done anything. Like I said, ask LeBron before he got his rings. He wasn't getting the love that he deserved from certain crowds. He just. And the decision he made, we're not going to get into a decision KD made didn't help things. Kobe, you think Kevin Durant was really getting respect that his talent reserved, like his talent is reserved. I really don't think Kevin Durant
I don't
ever
think
gets
so.
the respect that his talent reserved.
Top
think so.
2, top 3 player in the world.
No,
I mean,
I'm not. You can still be a top 3 player in the world and still not get a certain level of respect. And I don't think at some points Kevin Durant got that. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I know y'all saying. I mean, I get what you're saying. If you're saying if you're getting 90% love, you can be getting a 98% of love. Like, I get it, but he still gets a lot. I don't know.
I feel like the only way to say it is he gets love, but at the end of the day, if you
there's a lot of
if you're making a list of the top 3, he's always the one to get booted out. Like, look at it like that. There's always like a new guy to come up in the league that like say I like this is not right now. I'm just naming people. Don't get tight. Like Anthony Davis.
I knew you was gonna go there.
Yeah, like Anthony Davis. How Kawhi's rising up right now. How Westbrook's rising up right now. How Steph. The past couple years, how Steph rises up. Like when that stuff starts happening. They're like, okay, well, we can push Kevin Durant down to 4. We can push Kevin Durant down to 5. Like, if he's getting the respect he deserves, you shouldn't be able to do that with him.
No, it should be LeBron and KD.
LeBron never moves from that 1 or 2 spot when you're talking about top players ever.
KD and fill in the blank at the 3rd spot. That's how it should be, but that's not how it's been playing out.
That doesn't happen. People always like waver when it comes to Kevin Durant because he hasn't done anything, like in terms of accolades. So. We're not going to dwell on that too much. One of my players that I had as that one person that doesn't get enough respect, Gordon Hayward.
You jerk! I was, you know what? I thought about him. I was like, I'm gonna pencil him in because they talk about him, but like he's one of those under the radar guys. Number one,
he doesn't get no love. It's because his game's so plain.
Yeah. That's exactly it. His game is
playing. His game's too
plain. He doesn't do nothing really exciting.
He doesn't have no highlights. Mm-hmm. He does his job. He does his job. Yeah, he doesn't do. He scores, but he doesn't do one thing great. No, but he does a god of things.
Good, but like you said, there's not that one thing you can point out and say, hey, he does that thing great.
Yeah, his scoring is starting to get better. I want him to eclipse that 20-point mark. He's like right in between right now. Hasn't really eclipsed that, and I expected that of him last season. He didn't really do that. Had a kind of slow beginning of the season, picked it back up towards the end. He just doesn't get enough love. Like, you gotta look at how slim like the small forward position is.
And I was gonna say,
there should be no reason he shouldn't get.
I don't want to use the word judge. Mm-hmm. But I think they look at his body type and I think they also look at, wow, he's a 3. Look at him. He doesn't look like a typical 3. So
but he's been holding the Jazz down for years. Huh?
Does his race also play a part in it?
You know what? I didn't want to bring that up, but honestly, I think so. Just a little bit.
Do you think if Gordon Hayward was black, he would get more? No, I'm putting in the context.
Kobe's right because when you said Gordon Hayward, I'm thinking about like, you know, I think maybe he might get a little bit more love. I hate pulling a race card. I think if he was of
no, I mean, but you gotta look at his stats. His stats aren't pop off this. His stats, I mean, his stats are good, but they're not like pop off the sheet. Okay, 19.7 points a game. 0.3 blocks, you know what I'm saying? 1.2 steals, 5 rebounds, 3.7 assists this season. You know what I'm saying? They're not pop off the sheet numbers, but if you look at what he's done his career and watch him, if you watch him, you're like, yo, why doesn't this dude get talked about?
His numbers really don't tell everything that he does.
I'm more surprised at what he's done. I really wasn't expecting him.
You know what? That too, because coming out of Butler, I'm like, he's coming out of Butler. What's he really gonna do in the NBA? And it took him a year or 2, but look, he's turned out pretty a good pick for the Jazz.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And I just like this dude's and then like dude, not that he's in the top conversation, nothing like, but dudes like Rudy Gay, they're still considered like, you know what I'm saying. But
I think Hayward's a mid-tier small forward. I would say I would put him as a middle-tier small forward compared to everybody else in the league.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, off of just like what he does for a team, Like, he shouldn't be in the same conversation as Rudy Gay. He does more than Rudy Gay for a team. Yeah. Like, he's just, Rudy Gay's like on it. Like, he can't stay on it. Rudy Gay can't stay on the team.
No,
like,
he can't. You know what's sad? Because at one point in his career when he was playing with Memphis, I'm like, yo, this dude's a dog. Like, this dude ain't going nowhere. And
Terry, I think you're just about to hit on that. Like, Rudy Gay is one of those players. For some reason, he's always
in the conversation. Like, he's always in the conversation. Like, why? I used to like. I want to say because he had a great college career, and it's just like the name of like. But then when he was on the Grizzlies, he balled. But it's just like, yo, you got to give it up. We got to kind of see like, yo, what's in front of us.
Grizzlies career, it was.
He started going like that. Yeah. When a dude can't stay on a team, that says something. Honestly, like they're trying to trade him right now. Like it's just that says something. Something's up. But
honestly, no offense, I think he makes too much money, and I think that's a big piece. I think he makes a little bit too much money for what he's been doing recently. So that could be another reason why they're thinking about shopping him.
I'm big on that. That adds to it.
Yeah, that's probably that too. They're trying to make some room. Final job. I mean, anyone want to start?
Go ahead, Tarek.
If DeMar DeRozan finished that 360. Now let me stop. Yeah, the Olympic the Olympic team, they're doing their thing right now.
They should be. And no offense.
Yeah, I mean they should be doing a thing. Hopefully, like one conversation I think I was having, I want to say with Kobe. I think I was having it with you off air. Is just I just wish there was somewhere in the world or somewhere where they can just get a team they can rival with. Because watching what we're watching is just... I know, and like, every year in, year out, like...
Usually it's Spain. But nobody's playing for Spain this year. So they really don't... Look, if they lose a game, that's disappointing. Because there's nobody in the Olympics this year that should be able to beat them.
And this is the NBA B team. This isn't even the A team. No disrespect to some of the dudes. This is not the best. Like this is dudes like LeBron, Chris Paul, Steph. They're not playing. Like it's just Westbrook. Like so. It's just. Miles, you got one? My bad. Go ahead.
Sorry, real quick. Do y'all agree with NBA players still being a part of these Olympic basketball teams? Or I think we should go back to using our college players.
Well, think about
I seen that today.
Oh, did you?
Honestly, no BS. I don't think the U.S. wouldn't be known for the U.S. as far as like Olympic teams if it did stay at that college level. To be honest, they wouldn't. Obviously, they wouldn't have won. I'm damn sure wouldn't have won the amount of gold medals they won the past 26 years. So, as competition wise, I think would be better. But as far as accolades and winning the gold medal, I don't think so. They might be able to squeeze out one. Would they have won the 3 or the 4 that they've won? No.
I'm gonna look at it from this level, and this is deep, and probably real negative. I wouldn't want to risk my college prospect playing in the Olympics. Like, you know what I'm saying? How many players are you really going to get?
I've thought it that way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't get paid. Like, as we know, that's epidemic. College players don't get paid. So why are you going to risk your college career or season playing in something that, granted, it could, out of respect to playing for the U.S., but that could screw your life up, pretty much. Screw your life up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how many college players... how many players would you really get? Like,
no, I can see since you brought that up, Kobe. I can see now if you were a senior and you're entering the draft, totally different because now you can. Once you say you're going to the draft, you hire an agent. Now you can get paid. You can get into some of that money for wearing that jersey, for getting a sponsor. Like Anthony
how many
Davis.
seniors do we really have though?
And didn't Anthony Davis play in the Olympic team right after his year? At Kentucky?
Yeah, he did.
I believe that he did.
I could see if it was something like that as far as a situation, but as far as maybe you're still planning on attending school next year, no, I think it's a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I respect that.
Okay. Any last final drive? That was it?
No, I'm good.
The only one I have is, Amare Stoudamire retired, man.
It was funny how he retired. After we done just talked to him, I just felt like, wow.
We did all talk about it, too.
So
I guess real quick, y'all, we can do each one. Y'all, Miles, you think Hall of Fame or not?
Who?
For Amare?
I don't think he's getting in.
No.
Nah.
Sorry, no.
Nah. His accolade. He hasn't done enough. Injuries derailed his career. Sad, but nah.
I think I'm gonna agree. I don't think Amare's. I've seen people saying, yeah, he's in. I don't think so.
I don't think so. If he does get in, it's gonna be like way down the line.
I'd be surprised if he got it.
Yeah. All right, that wraps it up. This is Keep It 100 Sports here with Tyreek Wilson, Miles Bellinger, and Kobe Kelly. Catch y'all next time. Appreciate y'all watching.
Peace.